The man casually tossed a coin, but it somehow landed perfectly upright. The newspaper boy shouted that it was a miracle. Hector didn't pay much attention to it. Suddenly, someone slammed into him. The strange thing was, even though the man never opened his mouth, Hector could hear a voice speaking. Just as Hector was confused, another person bumped into him. The man pretended to look annoyed on the outside, but deep down, he was afraid Hector would hit him. Completely puzzled, Hector crossed the street. A car suddenly sped toward him. It slammed on the brakes at the last second, stopping just 10 centimeters away from hitting him. The driver quickly got out and apologized. He helped Hector, who had fallen to the ground, back up. Hector moved his body around and realized he wasn't hurt at all. The man apologized again sincerely, but Hector could hear his true thoughts.
Thinking, clumsy idiot? I wish you'd broken your fool neck.
Thinking he must have heard wrong, Hector picked up his things and was about to leave. The man insulted him in his mind, calling him an idiot. Hector suddenly turned around and looked at him. The man smiled politely, but inside he was cursing Hector non-stop. At that moment, Hector hurried to work at the bank. He glanced at the time and realized something was terribly wrong. He quickly entered his boss's office and explained why he was late. The boss praised Hector's work on the surface, but inside, he was thinking that he wanted this stupid Hector gone as soon as possible.
Do you think she's going to stay on the line forever? If you ruin my weekend, I'll string you up by the thumbs.
Hearing his boss's thoughts, Hector asked if he had ruined his boss's weekend. The boss was instantly shocked. How could Hector know about his affair? He stared directly at Hector, thinking it was absolutely impossible. After hearing his thoughts, Hector quickly left. Suddenly, he heard his coworker Helen feeling sorry for him. She thought that Hector worked 8 hours every day alone, doing the work of 5 people. With his ability, Hector should have already been promoted to team leader. Hector turned around in confusion. A happy smile appeared on his face. At that moment, the man applying for a loan was approved, and Hector was responsible for checking whether the check could be issued. Hector took the documents and warmly greeted the customer with a smile. Sykes said he wanted to borrow $200,000 for his business. Hector was shocked by the large amount. Sykes nodded on the outside, but inside, he was planning to use the money for horse racing. As long as he picked the right horse, the 5-to-1 odds would definitely help him repay the loan, and his cement factory wouldn't go bankrupt. After hearing his thoughts, Hector was instantly shocked. He quickly warned his boss that Sykes wanted the loan to gamble on horse racing. Sykes immediately denied it.
Expand! Fool! Doubtless there's been a mistake. Fool, there has been a mistake, but you'll come into my office, I'll correct it at once. Talk to you later, fool. Mr. Back?
A disappointed Hector couldn't prove what he had heard. Then he heard someone feeling sorry for him again. He quickly searched for the source of the voice. Suddenly, Helen stood up from the corner. Helen greeted Hector elegantly. The confused Hector smiled awkwardly and nodded. He gathered his courage and walked over to thank her. After Hector returned to his desk, the old accountant nearby revealed his thoughts. He complained that working at the bank